So I guess we're doing an episode of Roofers Gotta Eat.
Oh, we're doing an episode.
Yes, now it is.
Well, hey,
right,
here we are.
Here, tune in.
We're already 15 minutes in.
The first Roofers Gotta Eat. We with the world's greatest roofer right now, Tj McCormack.
by Don.
Hey, we in the building. So he's the king of YouTube. How many subscribers you got?
170 now.
Like, he just keeps going. Like, you got a plaque yet?
Yeah, I got the plaque about 8 months ago.
Congratulations with that.
So,
how do you feel?
You know, like I still feel like sometimes I have that imposter syndrome when I'm making content, you know, because, you know, for example, like the past 90 days, I've had 21 million views on Facebook. And
oh my God.
For me, that's like, whoa, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
21 million? Well, that's real big. How do you stay consistent?
You know, for up until about 90 days ago, I had started to get real tired of creating content. And it's burnout. It's not just burnout from creating content, it's burnout from life in general, because content creation is a full-time job.
Yep.
It's a full-time career. And then everything else that you do is extra. And so if you're selling roofs, if you're selling other products, you're making content, and then you have a family, it's just
crazy.
So you know, I changed a little bit of my lifestyle up. About 90 days ago, I started taking a microdose of psilocybin mushrooms.
Okay.
Every 4 days.
What's the benefits? What's that?
Yeah, so I did a lot of research on the microdosing aspect of improving your mental health, both the depression, PTSD, sleep, just your daily life, and I've really struggled up into that point to just be happy to leave the house some days. Now, you know, you see me online, you might be like, oh, he's not an introvert.
He's happy all the time.
Yeah, man, it is hard for me to leave the house some days. And so I started taking this new the psilocybin, and over the past 90 days, I've increased my algorithm by 600%, meaning engagement, views, because I'm getting my creative mind back, because it's not just all jumbled up here. So
you're suggesting we all take shrooms?
No, I'm not. I take a very small dose. It's like 100 milligrams once every 4 days, so I don't actually get the effects.
Okay.
For a couple of hours, I might feel a little bit like focused, but for me, it would be like, I've never taken Adderall, so I don't know what that would feel like.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is it like that?
Yeah. As soon as those 2 hours are up, I want to go to work. And I want to create, and I want to get on the phone, and I want to talk to people, I want to go eat, right?
So how about the first 2 hours?
Everything, man. Yeah, it's like, I asked my doctor about it, and my doctor was cool, and in Colorado it's legal.
Yeah.
So and I mean, in some places it's legal, but for mental health, I'm really growing from this, so it's exciting.
That's good. Okay.
But creating content, man, I was getting that burnout, and I know a lot of creators that are in that same spot. I mean, I'm not sure about you, but I know other people who are, I'm not going to name their names because they've confided in me. Yeah. But
I definitely got a burnout. And I feel like too, just like you said, life. Like sometimes it's not even just about like say concept per se, but say like things are going on. You know, it's like, man, I'm trying to post content right now. I'm trying to get to this. You know.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's a career.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to be consistent, and that's it. So it's really getting back to it and just saying, hey, whatever it is, whether you think it's good, bad, in between content, just keep recording, keep the cameras on, you know, things like that.
You know, I always had a good following these past few years, right? And I've always created good content, but I never created great content for me or what I felt was great. And I'm not even there yet. I'm creating better content now, but content creation is just like art. You don't become a painter in one day.
Exactly.
You have to keep working at it. You have to keep drawing or doing whatever. And here I am 5 years later, and I'm finally starting to see the fruits of that labor where, you know, Gary Vee would say 4 to 6 videos a day, just post content. That's 4 to 6 videos a day that might get 200 to 1,000 views, but it's not 1 million views or 20,000 views or whatever it could be that could create a better monetary outcome for you.
Correct.
So But yeah.
So it's about paying attention to detail too, not just the quantity, but have a quality too.
Yeah, quality and as well as just constantly making videos that people want to watch.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, I talked to you. I called you about Instagram a couple months ago. That video that I posted, you shared, it got 8.8 million on Instagram. I still suck at Instagram. If you're watching at home, Instagram is the hardest platform. This guy knows how to do it. I don't.
You know how to do everything, so you're pretty good.
Oh man, I'm gonna be there one day, but I'm still struggling to get 9,000 followers. But yeah, it's the algorithms are changing. People are changing. When I started creating content, people were sitting their ass at home because of COVID.
Yep. And then drones are just coming out, all that stuff. So what do you say to 2025? What's the roofing algorithm?
What's the roofing algorithm? Making sure that you're creating actual DIY content or showing people how you're doing what you're doing. People are tired of the fluff. Like, I see the comments under people's content sometimes, like, this is a useless video, right? They don't want to.
This is a useless video. I'm doing this.
Like, I see that a lot. Like ban these useless videos. Like, 20 seconds, I just wasted my time. And people want to feel like they learned something.
So no, we're just like the drone shots is panning up.
Right.
That's useless video.
Yeah, you gotta add stuff to make people engaged with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Makes sense.
I'm trying to learn how to push more people to do more on my content than just, hey, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, let's like, share, subscribe, and let's create other content. Or you create
comments.
Content. Right, yeah.
Respond with a comment, with a content.
Or
like video content.
Or go to the website that I put in the link, or do other things besides just watch the video.
Makes sense.
You can't sell anything that people can't buy.
So better call to actions.
Better call to actions. Yeah, there's plenty of marketers out there that are saying that they can create content, but the person inside of you is what other people want to see, not marketer, not. I'm pointing at the marketer across the table. I just shot her and killed her at lunch here. Roofers got to eat, not marketers.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Marketers, they do a really good job, but people want to feel like they actually are learning something from you.
Yeah, makes sense.
So in order to build a personal brand, you have to have a personal connection.
Correct.
So I didn't know we were going to be filming today, so.
It's how it goes.
Yeah.
As soon as you pop up, the camera's got to pop up. You're the world's greatest roofer. Like,
man, I was in a bad mood. No,
it goes hand in hand.
No, it's all good. I love this stuff. I wish that I could afford to have somebody around with me all the time, because it's hard. Like, I still do everything by myself.
Yeah. How do you feel about that as far as editing, all that good stuff? So there's other people like Dimitri, he has with Roofing Insight, he has like a team, or he has like when he does like his episodes, he has like a whole background setup and things like that. Versus like you said, I don't necessarily see you have a setup
in the moment,
but your reach though is it's out there. But you said in the moment, so is that things that's in the works, or how do you feel about that?
Well, so in the moment, what I mean is that my style of content creation is POV, right? Point of view, what's going on in the moment right now. Whatever the backdrop is, I always try to provide a 10,000 foot view behind the person that I'm filming, right? Because it's not necessarily about the backdrop, because people will create in their minds what they want to create about the scene. But with people like Dimitri, if I could afford to have an editor, if I could have somebody filming, if I could have somebody always creating the SEO behind the marketing material itself, then I might be bigger. But is it financially worth it for me to have that big of a team if I'm not creating content that's constantly getting millions of views? Because for real, content creation doesn't make a lot of money unless you're getting millions of views.
So that's gonna be my next question. Yeah. So as the world's greatest roofer, what would you say is, how lucrative would you say content creating is in the roofing industry?
For me personally, I make more money creating content than I do anything else. But I'm also an expert at it now.
You're the world's greatest roofer.
Right. And coming up, like what you were saying, coming up with ideas every day, 4 to 6 times a day, or even taking 4 to 6 videos and creating them into something that is nothing, is hard, especially for somebody who doesn't know how to create content or is just getting started.
Correct.
And then a lot of times people will get flustered or fed up with themselves because they're not getting the engagement that they feel they deserve. A lot of that is, I'm the best person in the world, right? Or I'm the biggest roofer in the world, the pride.
So can you make 6 figures content creating?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. So as far as just in general for looking at different avenues with roofing, you can make 6 figures content creating. Obviously you have to be an expert,
right.
Like the world's greatest roofer over here, but it can happen. So I feel like that's something that's real cool.
Yeah.
For people, especially like young people trying to get into like the roofing industry, they're trying to get where they fit in. They might not see themselves as like an actual roofer,
right?
Or something like that. But even content creating can make you, money. You gotta get it where you fit in.
People need brand ambassadors, not necessarily sales people.
Yep.
Because people will sell. I can sell ice to an Eskimo, right? That's a common saying, right?
Yep.
But if I'm the brand and I'm talking to this camera, homeowners want to buy from somebody that they don't need a salesman at that point. They just need a contract. And if you're out there and you don't think that you're a great salesman, think about your personality and how you can come across where somebody's sitting on a couch right now watching your video, and how maybe as a bad salesman you can become a good salesman because of that interaction could be. So excuse me, lost my train of thought.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Recently it was 420, so we're still celebrating.
I got the tattoo to prove it. My son was born on 420.
For real?
And
that's fire.
I'll tell you a funny story. I've never told it on camera before, but my son was due on like 419, and he didn't come on 419, so 420 here it is, and about midnight we're at the hospital, and we'll go all day long, and so I changed the name of what my son's name was supposed to be, and honestly I don't remember what it was supposed to be right now, but right now it's Oakley Xander. And if you know what the initials O and Z are, it's ounce.
Yeah.
So
that's fire.
Yeah, so he was born on 420 at 7 o'clock, and his name is Ounce.
Ounce. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually
try to be creative, man.
In all aspects.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
As far as with EuroShield.
Yeah.
So we see that you do a lot of work with EuroShield.
Yeah.
How do you feel as far as, so are you official brand ambassador with EuroShield?
Yes. My official title is territory sales rep, but
food coming. Hey.
Roofers gotta eat.
Roofers gotta eat.
Anytime it comes to filming anything or being on camera, I do most of that for EuroShield.
Yep.
A lot of the marketing comes from me. We have a marketer, we have a marketing team, we have other people that post content, but on a consistent basis, I'm typically the one that's posting 99% of the content.
Okay.
And that has flourished me. I started just under 2 years ago, August of 23, and now here we are, May of 25, and my last year was my best year ever. I sold just over 7 million in EuroShield. So this year I'm gonna probably sell 25 million.
Hey.
And it's because we built that marketing funnel to be able to reach more roofers. Where I'm going with this is that in the past 3 to 6 months, I've had numerous EuroShield videos go viral, to where now we're pushing the algorithm to more people to be able to see it.
That's real big. Yeah. With EuroShield, I know that you've been on social media, things like that. You've been pushing real big as far as against other states like Texas,
Yeah.
who always do like asphalt shingles.
Yeah.
So like I see like you're trying to be an advocate to kind of like get those banned.
Yeah.
But I see why though, because you're saying that it doesn't. It's like a setup for homeowners, knowing that they're gonna have a hail. Texas always get hits with hail.
Yeah.
I seem like every day basically they get hit when it's storm season. So So tell people as far as like what do you feel as far as with asphalt shingles in hail-prone areas?
Yeah, so I'm going to look right at the camera right now, and I'm going to tell you at home, if you're a homeowner right now and you're about to buy an asphalt shingle roof, you're going to buy another asphalt shingle roof in the next 10 to 15 years. And that's in this market in Atlanta. I'm not talking about Colorado. Colorado, you're going to buy a new roof in the next 5 years. Texas, you might not last the whole season before you need a new roof.
Yeah.
I work in all of Florida. I work in all the hurricane zones. I see the hundreds of thousands of pounds of shingles that are going into the landfill, and we're not doing anything to make it better. We're constantly just going back to the same problem instead of fixing the problem. The problem is your asphalt shingle roof. Now, I know that financing or financials are a big issue with roofs, right? Especially with the tariff market where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to be even worse. I saw Dimitri post a 46% increase in tariffs. Euroshield has just had the increase because we're Canadian, but we're still the lowest price. But when it comes to building resilience and longevity, it's no longer about what you want in your mind. Okay, I just want an asphalt shingle. I'm going to take the cheapest option. No, don't do that, because your insurance carrier is watching.
Yep.
And they're going to ban your shingle if you're in a zone where they get hail or wind. And it's coming. Next year, IBHS is going to ban shingles in Florida. Not an asphalt shingle ban by law, but insurance just won't cover them anymore.
Asphalt shingles.
Asphalt shingles.
Got it.
So, and they're doing that in South Carolina too. I went to State Farm the other day, and I was at a branch where the lady was calling all the homeowners that were getting their roofs no more insured.
So, what do you think is the solution for that? You could say other products.
You could
tile, rubber, metal.
Yeah.
What's the thing that you just showed me?
Oh, the shingle saver.
Yeah. So, are those all different other options, or what do you?
Yeah. Look, I know that asphalt shingles are never going to go away. There's 350 billion buildings in the world. Asphalt shingles are on 99.9% of those. We're 0.1% of the world. Metal tile, rubber, synthetic, whatever it may be. The number one thing is the most destructive roof out there, and that's shingles. But should you choose something else, you have an option to choose Shingle Saver, which is a new thing that has come out where you spray your roof every 7 years, and it provides a new classification from a class 3 to a class 4 or a stronger class 4. So if you get a brand new roof and you spray this,
are you working with them yet?
I'm not.
We're gonna have to save that one soon. We're gonna need a check soon. So Shingle Saver, we're gonna save that. We need a check so we can talk to y'all.
Well, where I was going with that is, I think the insurance people that I've been speaking with are gonna make it financially like 50-50. Like, we're gonna give you $2,000 towards your upgrade. But we'll take it off of your premium, right? So this year your premium might be $8,000 instead of $10,000, where they're giving you a rebate to go get a higher classification,
a better roof.
And that's the way it's going to have to be. But they're also going to have to figure out a way to stop They're insuring people, or they're stopping insuring people and leaving them empty-handed right now in these markets where 10, 15, 20 buildings in an HOA might not have any insurance, and they're having to self-insure. So what's going to cost you more in the long run, a bad hailstorm, a hurricane, or a more resilient roof?
Probably get it right the first time, save all the hassle.
Yeah, how many times are you going to go through a new roof in your life before you realize that? Most people go through 3 roofs if they live in their house 20 years. So, and warranties aren't what they used to be.
At all.
Yeah. So
speaking of warranty, well, just like you say, it's like Florida, everybody's changing their warranties. especially on because they didn't know that a lot of people are filing claims.
Yeah.
So I know Florida, their rules changed a lot. What other states really?
Texas, they're trying to make better laws for roofing, and then also Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
California is as well, but California is its own country.
Yeah.
It's literally they'll make up rules just to make up rules. I mean, the permit process 6 months long there. So, but yeah, in the other places, like I said, South Carolina, North Carolina, where they just had Hurricane Helene hit, all of those buildings that are being rebuilt will have a new code because of that. The 2026 IDHS laws.
I have a question. What you think about conferences?
Man, you put me on the spot.
Yeah. So roofer conferences, obviously, that's usually popular in the industry.
Yeah.
We had the couple that just passed. We had the IRE.
Yeah, I was
that
there.
just passed. That was big. Yep. And then we have the smaller venues. We have one at the Roof Museum that's coming up soon with John the Roof Pro.
Yeah, I love those.
And Matt Mulholland.
Right.
Yep. So, what do you think as far as for conferences versus these smaller venues, things like that? Who's coming too?
Yeah, food's coming.
Yep.
We're gonna talk while they mixing our seafood boils up over here because roofers gotta eat.
Yeah.
So, I like the smaller conferences. I love John the Roof Pro. I like Matt Mulholland. I love Dale Childress.
Yep.
I love what you do at the Roof Museum.
Dick.
There's a couple of other people like Lisa Cimarelli.
Liz for Biz.
Right, Liz for Biz. Like Liz is one of my best friends. She's one of your best friends. I'm saying that, right?
She everybody's best friend.
Right, yeah. But here's the thing. We are all friends because we met at something like that, right?
That's the fact.
But how much more do we have to keep paying to see the same people teaching the same thing year after year?
Thing.
Or setting up a booth where there's no demo of a product. Like if you go to the trade show and there's 200 attendees or 200 sponsors and none of them have a demo of what they're selling, what are you actually going to the trade show to see?
Other people.
You're going to see other people and then you're just paying for a networking event. And it's not always about marketing. It's not always about mindset. Running a business is hard in this industry, and 95% of us are going to fail at that business.
Sheesh.
So,
statistics is crazy.
Yeah. So, do I have a problem with roofing conferences? I do. Do I have a problem with the IRE? No. I think the IRE is great. It's a trade show where you get to actually see and touch and feel things and actually learn real knowledge. So
as I'm about to dig in,
we about to eat.
I know you see me put the gloves on.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's about to be an emergency.
I ain't about to wear no gloves.
You don't got to. It's about to be an emergency, though.
No doubt, man.
So
let me give you grab these eggs out of here.
Yeah, go. You want none?
I don't eat the eggs, man. Yeah, here, grab one of them. You got it. Yeah, man. Perfect. Yeah. I might need a fork.
Yeah.
Oh, they got one in there. That's what's up. Oh, it's plastic.
Oh, you want like a real one?
Oh, I use it to dig my crab.
Same way. Yeah, that's how I open it too.
Yeah. She's mad. She about to get dirty. Are we still rolling?
Of course.
Okay.
This is a real roofers gotta eat. This is official.
All right.
This is official.
Shrimp on, man. Hell yeah.
So we in Atlanta, so
yeah.
He said he wanted seafood boil.
Mm-hmm.
We had to take in a juicy crab.
I told I think I was here like 2 months ago, back in January. I told Don, I was like, next time, take me to where we get some soul food.
Yep.
Being from Virginia, I grew up in the rural area where we had a lot of soul food kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
I love that stuff, man.
Nah, Virginia got good food.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go king crab.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
That's rough.
Can't be fighting the crab legs trying to open it up.
Yeah. I'll sit here and pick this little crab.
Is that actually big? Oh, but it's kind of big too.
It's just a call.
There we go.
That's what's
Hey.
up. So what's going on in Atlanta right now, man? Anything good growing and
Like what?
like what's it like to be around Atlanta nowadays? You know, it's changed over the years.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. Man, it's fun, man. It's good for business.
Yeah.
I think because it's diverse, it adds to the to business.
Yeah.
You know.
This is one of the most diverse places in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's one of the fastest growing too. You know.
Yeah. Gwinnett County.
I think what's cool out here too. I don't know if it's just out here in general, but I don't know. I feel like with the Roof Museum, because we have the Roof Museum,
Yeah.
we're starting to do stuff with the city,
Yeah.
more, like the involvement. I just don't feel like you maybe would get the same if it's somewhere else,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what's cool about like the Atlanta, like the climate, the culture, like where it's at. I don't know anything.
Yeah. Roofing is around the world is just going up like crazy price wise.
Oh yeah.
So
With that, yeah, prices going up.
yeah.
Hail, not so crazy hail yet in out here.
Mm-hmm.
We had a hailstorm on April 10th, like up to 2.5 inch hail.
Wow.
But it's not so much damage on the actual houses. It's real like selective, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's soft hail.
Mm-hmm. It's not sexist.
Yeah. You know, we've had 3 unofficial hailstorms in Denver this year already.
Already? I remember when you guys were praying for hail over there in Denver.
Yeah.
For like years.
Oh yeah. It's 3 years we went without hail.
Yeah.
We ran out of insurance dates to call in.
That's crazy. They started trying to figure out like how to do sales, like resale, because like you said, there's no more dates.
There's no more days. You got to retail.
It's over.
Or come up with a way to get that roof
crazy.
bought.
To really think about that, there's no storm dates.
Yeah. Well, we went from a 500 plus roofing company in Colorado during COVID down to less than 200 because 1, it was COVID, and then 2, we didn't have a hail date.
No hail date. Yes, they gotta get us a fort.
We're good. These aren't actually that bad.
Yeah.
It's the shells that are soft that you can't break. Like that. Crab meat central.
Here we go. Hey.
Oh man, that's what's up. The vibe in here is cool, man.
They gotta come like on the actual weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play like music. It's like a club.
Oh yeah? I saw the drum set back there.
Yeah, they have like DJ booth, DJ and all that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then in like 7 minutes down, like in the actual like the city more, hookah.
Wow.
That's one thing about Atlanta.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a hookah no matter where it is.
I feel like that's Orlando now too.
Really?
Yeah, everywhere I go in Orlando, I think I see a hookah lounge.
Yeah. There's some kind of bottle service.
Mm-hmm. How's Dan doing?
He good.
Yeah.
He on vacation.
Is he?
Yeah.
Hanging out with his girl?
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
his dog.
And his dog?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't wait to go home and see my little girl tomorrow.
Oh, they say little girl. Literally.
My daughter.
Oh yeah, literally.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she just turned 3. Yeah.
Not to went from a dog to like a little daughter, you know? Like,
Yeah, my little daughter, man.
Because Catherine, she treats her cat like it's her daughter. You know? You get me?
I got a dog too, but that's my homie, but he ain't my.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sophia just turned 3 last week. So she's already.
The kid's going fast, right?
Oh man, she's getting tall. I don't know where she's getting the tallness from. It ain't me. I'm gonna have to start questioning the DNA. Sorry, Karina, that one's for you. Just kidding. Anything going on with like your rapping career or making some raps?
Nah, you know I'll be rapping. I rap just for roofing.
Yeah.
That's it. I did my last one was in November.
Yeah.
For the roof trolls.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
I think with the Best Damn Roofer use your song or something?
I got a song with the Best Damn Roofer. Yeah, we got a video. We shot that in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh is awesome, man.
Yeah. I just do like jingles. I get like booked for them.
Yeah.
Do like $5,000 for a jingle.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. It's cool because like if they don't want to do it, like if they don't want to pay how much, it's like I wasn't planning on doing it anyway. Mm-hmm. You know? So just like this is what it is. And
it's just extra money.
Yeah, so if you want it.
Yeah. A half a pound doesn't seem like a lot until you're. Where do you see some of the biggest issues in the world right now affecting roofing?
Tariffs.
Yeah.
The cost of building products. But I'm also like following the money a little bit, and it's like, okay, all these costs are going up, but then Trump's family, like his son-in-law, has stock in the Beacon buyout.
Yeah.
So it's like, do we invest in that?
Right.
You know, like, is that about to go up real quick?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I just feel like a lot of things are going to be going up in cost. And as far as for roofers, or just builders in general, we're going to have to explain the cost, justify the cost, and adjust your pricing, because now you have to price more to be still in business, you know?
I got a story. It just happened this morning. And I have a huge project in Florida. I won't say where it's at, just in case this person ever watches this video. But it's a $200,000 job, and the prices increased because the prices increased, right?
Yep.
And they want us to do them a favor.
Oh.
And it's like, you know, I can't do somebody a favor and lose money.
Exactly.
So, as much as I want the sale,
it's not charity.
I can't pay my commission or the lose money for the company.
Yeah, I can't build your roof for you for free.
Right. And
or pay to build your roof.
Respectfully, homeowners, they always try to find the best deal. Right now, they need to find the best builder.
Facts. That's a fact. Man, that juicy sauce almost killed me. Almost took me out.
Oh man.
What sauce you got?
Cajun.
Okay.
Mild.
Mild?
White boy mild. Right.
You don't like spicy food?
I can't do it, man.
That's funny, because they didn't like spicy food either.
Who's that?
Do white people really like spicy food?
No.
Don't like spicy
White
food.
people?
Yeah, sometimes.
We're getting the census right now.
I'm gonna wash my hands here real quick again.
Yeah.
I'm done eating. Thank
How
you.
was it?
It was delicious. Yeah. I'm excited to eat it.
Shop was like, none of that.
You seen those gender neutral bathrooms in the airports now?
I've been seeing them, yeah.
I was like, I walked into the bathroom the other day and there was a woman coming out of the stall.
Really?
I was like, wait, am I in the right bathroom? And they're like, yeah, this is multi-sex bathroom or something like that.
It's kind of wild.
You gotta let me know, man, when y'all are gonna have a meeting or something for the roof museum.
Yeah, we'll
Soon.
Yeah. I want to be a part of them. That one time,
Yeah, it was good.
I get caught up in time zone shit all the time. Like yesterday, I'm driving across from Central Time into Eastern Time, and I'm like, shit, I'm supposed to be on a meeting, but I'm an hour early. I don't know where I'm at sometimes.
You know how go when you eat and you lose track of time, you lose track of everything. So,
Yeah.
wait, so what you about to get into?
Hey, you know what? I'm about to go back. I got some quotes to do today. I'm about to talk to some more people about Euroshield.
Okay.
The last thing that I can always say to people on any video is, if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna make video content or you're gonna brand yourself, make sure that you be an influencer and not an infomercial. So,
like that.
yeah.
Juice.
Juice.
All right, so with that being said, I will continue grubbing because Rufus got to eat.
Rufus got to eat.
With the world's greatest roofer, Tj McCormack. We out.
Peace.